everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Texans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Chiefs, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Watson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
On second down, here's Palmer. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Dan Carpenter to try a field goal here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. He finds an opening past the 40. A big-time play there for the Tank. Texans, 47 yards on the ground. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Ajayi. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Gets it to Strong. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Here's Watson now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This is Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pound it in with Cross, the fullback. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A.J. Prosh, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Out of the gun, Palmer. It's caught, Nelson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
First down, it's Palmer. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 41-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Rameek Wilson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go.
They run with Ajayi, and he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Thomas. Oh, the spin. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll give it here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Play action. It's Palmer. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Here's Palmer. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Palmer. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. J.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And Carpenter knocks it through, And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Daquan Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Thompson, 82 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 28. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout. By the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
begin the drive with a jive. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw on 2nd down. Palmer got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen
Jay's going to go. Touchdown, Houston. Jay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Palmer to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Palmer to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down now after the pass completion. To throw again, it's Palmer. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. again here, Palmer. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And he fires one incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Dan Carpenter to try a field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They run again with Ajayi. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Daquan Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Three yards remaining here on second down. Play action. Now Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Palmer. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Caught by Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. On first down, it's Palmer. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quentin Coples in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Palmer. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. Caught by Wilson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Two receivers left, one to the right. Again, it's Palmer. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's third down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On third and goal, Palmer. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. J.J. Watt getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this Texans defense stands tall. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Jay's gonna go past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Jay, 88 yards, and the Texans will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He completes it to Nelson. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Palmer to throw. It's caught. Nelson. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Now Palmer to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Palmer, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this from 39. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Ajayi. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?